Okay, welcome back. Decided to do another voiceover with this one because this was one where I had some unexpected stuff come up, so I thought I'd share that with you. This this one I thought was going to be something easy to knock out that I could just get done in a couple hours, and it ended up taking a lot more than that. Um, but I thought I'd share with you exactly why. Basically, what it boiled down to is it took way more layers than I thought it was going to. Once I actually got into what I thought was going to be a simple subject matter, there turned out to be a lot in the way of subtle color complexities and that sort of thing that I didn't anticipate was in there when I first looked at it. The form itself of the flower is really simple, really, really simple. But as it turns out, all the detail and the color and the way there's this kind of luminance to it was took a lot more work to to get close to right than I thought there was going to be initially. So you can see I got that first layer in there of that kind of purple color, and then went over a little bit with some lighter colors, and then the darker veins, and now you can see here where I'm going over the real light highlights that just popped up out of nowhere because I forgot to turn the camera on for a little while. And I realized as I was going, man, I'm just really going to have to get the initial kind of sculptural quality of the leaf itself before a lot better before I start going in there. So I ended up putting in on this thing like 5, 10 layers, a lot more than I thought I was going to get that real nice, I don't know, luminance that the original photograph had. So, and you can see as you look down on that left petal, you can see a little bit of the color gradations and whatnot that I needed to get. Now that is one nice thing about using the sanded paper like I am, and this is UArt 400, is that even though it took me several layers to get the look that I was going for on this, if I was using regular paper, even like a lot of people use watercolor paper, that would have I would have been into 20, 30 or more layers, instead of just 5 to 10. So it would have taken way longer than it did for me to do here. And there are also some things that you're just not going to be able to do with regular paper that are not that big of a deal. Just a total non-issue with sanded paper. One is putting the lights on the darks, which you can see like I was doing there. It just lays down beautifully on the sanded paper. On regular paper, not really going to happen. If you're using polychromos like I am, you're going to have to go over it with like the Caran d'Ache luminance or something, and you're still not going to get the brilliant lights like I'm getting right now with the putting in those veins and whatnot. It's just not something that's really possible. You have to basically kind of completely ignore and let the white of the paper show through on those areas that you want to be light, and you can see how well it does it here. The other thing that is using the powder blender from brushandpencil.com is fantastic because it allows you to get that real pastel-y look that you're just not gonna that's a lot tougher to get with colored pencil any other way. And so that's a really nice product. I really recommend it. Having said that, I will say that there are some challenges that I've run into with their fixative, their final fixative, and the textured fixative both. You have to be really careful in how you use them, because they can, when you have a dark background like what I got here, when you put that final fixative on there,
you can get, it's almost inevitable. I have never not gotten it on the black backgrounds, is a little bit of spotting, kind of like if you've had salt water dry on a surface and you get these little spots. It doesn't. It's not real noticeable on lighter backgrounds like on the manatees that I've done recently. If you've seen those, um, not super noticeable. In fact, it looks great. Um, but on these black backgrounds, it shows up like crazy. And Eliana, if that's how you, I think that's how you pronounce her name. I contacted her about that, and she was really earnest in trying to help me deal with those issues. And I've tried everything that she's told me, and I just I'm still running into the issues. I mean, I'm shaking the can for a full 2 minutes, cleaning off the orifice on the nozzle, and I'm going like, I mean, not even like 2 second bursts. I mean, it's like psh, 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 like, and I'm still getting this, and it's just it's not atomizing the the fixative enough is what's going on. So you get big droplets. Doesn't It's not totally not a problem if the background's a little lighter, but on a stark background like this, it shows up. It's noticeable. So um, just something to keep in mind. And if you're going to use sanded paper, you have to put a fixative on it because the the pigment will just flake off. It won't last. So you have to put something over it. And that's my only beef with the fixatives. Other than that, they're great. Everything that she's put out so far that I've used have been great. Um, so, and like I said, she was really earnest in trying to help me deal with that. I just haven't. And these black backgrounds with this are kind of problematic, anyways, because even like the pigment kind of gets away from you, and gets a little spotty on there, and can be a little tough to deal with. You got to go over it after you're done. You're always going to have like this fine powder all over the black background, which way I've been dealing with that is taking a kneaded eraser and just kind of rolling it over it, and that helps. That helps a lot. So the black background looks great, but there's some stuff that you got to deal with it. And yeah, so with the reflection on the bottom, I pretty much did everything the same. I just used what I did is if there was a tone or a color that was color or a tone, well, either way, depending on how you're looking at it. With this um, up on top, I just used the next shade darker on the reflection, and that's how I did that, and that worked out pretty good. So overall, what I'm happy about with this one is that I like the kind of that quality that it's got that nice kind of luminance that I wanted to get, um, and so I am happy about that with that one, with this piece, and so overall pretty happy with it. Took me a lot longer than I wanted it to, but I do like it. So thanks for watching, guys and gals, and I hope you have enjoyed this voiceover, and I will talk to you soon.